Hey, I'm Latif with BevNET. I'm here with John Craven. We're at Natural Products Expo West 2017 here in Anaheim, California. John, another gargantuan show, really impressive, really positive. I feel like this is really a show that understands the vibe in the food and beverage industry really, really well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, biggest show of the year in this space. I think every year we've been talking about how it's getting bigger and better, and this year was another year where it took another step up. I mean, it was just crushed in every aisle at certain points, and clearly the vibe here is really good. Lots of new products. So
yeah, and we saw some standout products that we'll talk about right now. Some of the key product launches here at the show. I know one of your favorites was the Bonafide Provisions drinkable veggies line.
Yeah, I think we've seen a lot of bone broth products out there. That have all been trying to kind of hone their lineup and such. And I think what Bonafide has done, which is basically married kind of a drinkable soup with a bone broth. You've got the veggies, you've got the meat base. Really interesting innovation, really well executed. I think one of the tastiest products I had at the show.
Yeah, definitely. Vegetable juice reinvented is kind of where they're positioning
right.
it. It's an HPP product. They're going to try to position it next to some of the other HPP juices on the shelf. Once you taste it, you're a believer.
Definitely.
I really like what Blueprint did with their revamp of their drinkable vinegars. Daily apple cider vinegar products, new formulation, new packaging, 2 teaspoons of vinegar per bottle, merged with or melded with cold pressed juice. They really did a great job, and the new label is sure to attract a lot of female consumers.
Yeah, I mean they're clearly working on the packaging. Constantly innovating on that front. I think it definitely looks like a step forward.
What other products really stood out for you, John?
I think the next one that really stood out for me was the La Colombe Draft Latte Chai, which isn't a coffee. It's basically a tea-based chai. I feel like that's a sort of type of product that really hasn't had a whole lot of innovation, and I guess lo and behold, making it a draft latte style product, it's really tasty. I think it's a pretty neat offering for La Colombe. So, I mean, that was definitely one of my favorite products.
Yeah, I mean, they got that foaminess and the frothiness just right. I mean, it's a really interesting texture, tasting, and drinking experience, and the flavor is familiar yet so different at the same time. It's a really unique kind of product that, to your point, it really hasn't been out there before.
Right, so they took a product that no one's kind of been thinking about, and they made it new and exciting again. So job well done by La Colombe.
For sure. Other products that we saw on the show, we mentioned this in our last video. Core Shots has continuously done a really, really good job of innovating in that juice shot space. They launched 3 new products here at the show. Really, all of them are sort of wellness focused. The flavors are really intense. It's intended to be, consumed when you're maybe not feeling well, when you need to pick me up. And the branding, the formulation, everything they seem to be doing is just spot on.
Yeah, I think, the one that stood out for me of the bunch was their sort of digestive one, which had apple cider vinegar in it. I think, there are a lot of apple cider vinegar products out there, but in a shot form, I think it's still, one of the more interesting uses for it. So, great to see those guys out there trying to innovate.
Another really interesting product launched here at the show was Pressery's sparkling or organic sparkling drinking vinegars. We've seen a few different takes on the sparkling drinking vinegar front. They really seem to nail a refreshing product that doesn't have a lot of that sort of vinegary taste, I guess, that a lot of people are turned off by.
Yeah, that stuff was really smooth. I think the packaging looked nice. It just seemed like a product that you want to drink.
Yeah.
And, I think that's something that, has been one of the hang-ups with drinking vinegars so far, outside of those shots we were just talking about. But, really great job by Pressery.
I know you also liked what Hum Kombucha is doing, especially with their new hopped grapefruit flavor.
Yeah, I mean, hops, grapefruit, it's a combination that has been tried before. I think, hops and kombucha have been tried before, and, they've really found that sort of nice, balance, which I thought it was something that was a really sort of different flavor profile than, kind of what we've seen in kombucha before. So, I think one of my favorite flavors that they've done so far.
Yeah, definitely. I also liked what Lifeway did. Lifeway is best known for their kefir drinks. They went a completely new route, or not completely, but they went a much, much different route than they have in the past with their new organic probiotic sparkling drinks. They call them Elixir. It's one of those things where the package draws you in immediately. The label looks really interesting. It looks sort of edgy, so tasty. And again, another opportunity to get that soda drinker who is no longer drinking soda into better, healthier drinks.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, neat from both the perspective of just the edginess of the brand, as you mentioned, and, there is that opportunity that everyone's after to sort of get that soda drinker. And I think, what they've created there definitely looks like something that will catch some eyes. So
cold brew continues to be an emerging trend, one that a lot of people are paying attention to, and we saw a couple interesting plays on the tea front. I know you liked what Secret Squirrel was doing.
Yeah, I mean, I think theirs is a little more premium. It's HPP. It's available in, I think, 3 varieties. Yep. Standout one for me was their mint variety, which I feel like is just a really clean tasting, smooth, bottle of tea. I don't know. I mean, I think it's just, it's simple and it works.
I thought Wen did a really good job with their cold brew tea products as well, particularly their Matcha Love cold brew teas, ice steeped. Interesting, sort of different kind of processing method than some other cold brew teas. With the 2 varieties, the lemon and the unsweetened matcha variety, really tasty products. The lemon one in particular, so smooth but so tea forward, and I think a lot of people are going to like it, especially considering that it's line priced with the rest of their products at $1.99.
Yeah, I think for that Wen product, the lemon flavor in that too was really incredible. It wasn't lemon juice; it was more like the lemon rind, which is a flavor I'd love to see other companies honestly do more of. So
yeah, they did a really good job with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Farmhouse Culture came out with a pretty interesting product, their new Gut Punch line, sparkling probiotics. What do you think?
Yeah, I really like that one. I mean, I think it's something that, is a neat approach to sparkling probiotics coming from a company that's making all sorts of fermented products. I really like the sort of unique tangy flavor to it. A lot less intense than their shot, the concentrate product that they have. And I really like the look of the packaging.
Yeah, it does look really nice. I think it'll stand out on shelf. Whether or not consumers love it, we'll see.
I guess we'll find out.
Well, that's our take on some of the top products here at the show. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for much more from Natural Products Expo West 2017.